While welcoming efforts to spur on developments within the TA Marryshow Community College, Private Sector Senator Christopher Allie is debunking the fallacy that there is huge wastage at the institution, with money being spent carelessly and not accounted for. Several government ministers and senators, including Victor Phillip, who elaborated on TAMCC, impressed on the perceived wastage.
I think the government was right not to give more. Because you cannot put more money when you have too much waste. We need to settle and correct the wastage in TAMCC.
However, Senator Allie sought to remind those in government that it was a mandate from their administration for all applicants for specific programs be facilitated.
What does that require? Hiring of adjunct staff to deal with the volume of students. Hence, the salaries and payments for adjunct would significantly increase. And we'll have to keep going to government for increased subvention, which sometimes they did not increase.
The private sector senator also responded to Senator Phillip, who called for more involvement from corporate Grenada.
I've never believed that the government must be the only partner in education. In fact, TAMCC needs more support from the corporate Grenada. And I'm calling on the corporate Grenada to do more. Because they have to understand the efforts that TAMCC is making. They are the bearers of that fruit.
And then comes to the issue of how did we manage? You spoke about closer collaboration with the private sector. It has never been closer. We started a department in TAMCC specifically to elucidate support from the private sector, whether in kind or in cash.
The senator reiterates that the private sector has donated new engines to the motor department and upgraded the broadband services, while government accused the college board of being inefficient.
A lot of waste, but yet still, we graduate hundreds of students with top-class honors and perform top class when they go to universities in the US and elsewhere, which speaks to the quality of the education at TAMCC. The nurses program was given to TAMCC with no subvention from the Ministry of Health. I don't think you know that, or if you know, you didn't say that.
Acknowledging government's efforts to resolve salary issues, he notes that it was always government who fell short on the increases for teachers at TAMCC, while the board was being blamed.
So I say that to say, Mr. President, that when we talk about TAMCC, we have to also talk about government's failure to provide the necessary financial support to the school when they were the ones who insisted that we expand programs and expand volume without no improvements in increasing class sizes and those type of things.
I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.